This is Ryan Roberts with NKYSports. Coach, 25-0 Holmes, number 1, 24-2 Newcath tomorrow night. What are your thoughts on Holmes from what you've seen out scouting them?
Well, obviously their backcourt with Costin, Bolden, and Palmer. They're one of the tops in the state. I've seen Trinity. I haven't got to see a chance to see Ballard, but they're right up there with them. There's no doubt about that. They're one of the top teams. They're 25-0. Play a good schedule, especially in the 9th region. It's pretty impressive. So we have a work cut out for us. And I told these guys, I mean, this is probably the best shooting team we've gone against all year. I think that's the thing that kind of separates Holmes from others. I mean, obviously they have the quickness to get to the basket, but they also can knock down the outside shot. And I think the one thing they're probably underrated on is their 4 and 5s. With James and Engelman. I mean, these guys crash the boards like no other, and really impressive. And Coach Brewer obviously does an excellent job getting those guys ready to play 9 in, 9 out.
How do you think your schedule, obviously playing Knott County Central, Trinity as you mentioned, and then the other top teams in all A, how do you think that has prepared you for a late season matchup like this?
Well, I always tell the kids, you come to Newport Catholic, you're going to play against the best teams. We always pride ourselves on playing a tough schedule and playing, I think it's 5 or 6 top 25 teams. And at the end of the year, I think hopefully it pays off. Last 2 years we've been fortunate enough to go to regional finals, just came up a bit short. But I think the kids are ready for this. They've experienced the quickness of Trinity, the backcourt, and it just helps us in the long run for sure.
You guys haven't played since the Brossard game. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the layoff?
Well, we had 12 games in 19 days, and I think more a part of it was a mental break. I think we all needed one. As coaches, we needed one. I gave them actually 3 days off last week, or just get away from basketball. Came back, had a good practice Tuesday and Wednesday. Today's practice was okay. I think there's some good things. I think there's some bad things. You get away from it for a little bit. At the same time, those 12 games in 19 days, we won all 12 of them. So I think the key tomorrow is we can't have a slow start, and that's kind of one thing I fear is a slow start tomorrow with being a week off, especially playing so many games, so many days. But our kids, I think they'll be up for the task.
Lastly, Coach, what are the keys for you guys to get the win tomorrow night?
Well, I think we have to take care of the ball. Anytime you play Holmes, you're going to have to take care of the ball, and it's about containment. If Holmes is knocking down shots, they're going to be tough to beat. I mean, there's no question about it. So we're going to have to also win the battle of the boards. I think that's a big thing I talked about before is that they're really underrated on the boards, and we got to do the job there.